Hello everyone and welcome back to Tower. I've got to start somewhere. Today's plan is to just continue making the button challenges and yeah, see if maybe we can finish floor 3 today. Okay, so it's time for the world's most interesting outside section. Probably just start it by utilizing these platforms, but maybe somehow make it a little bit harder. Okay, so I don't know if I can really get these lined up properly. I'll try though. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so our sussy R gameplay is almost complete. Just probably going to extend this one out just to make it so it's literally impossible to wedge in there. So, oops, don't fail that. So yeah, you get to here. You can try and do that if you want, but ideally, you know, you do this. You get to here. And then I think that could be an okay jump going to here. Now I just really be goofy and just take this whole object and Archimedes it again. No. I'm actually genuinely curious what would happen if I could find a way to make this really cool. That is the only problem. This music zone is very annoying. I'm just realizing how genuinely terrible of an idea this is. I feel so conflicted about this jump because it is consistent. Like, probably just make it so that this one's normal. This platform goes back to normal. So then you just have, you have three, yeah, you have plenty of chance to make that. Anyway, next up might honestly just be, I don't know, I'm kind of stumped for ideas here, not gonna lie. So we get to here. Then we have to go into here, but that's a little bit too easy. So I'm gonna buff it. Well, that other one goes down 3, so probably just keep it like that to have symmetry, so. That. I'm very 50-50 about that. That might be a little bit too hard. I'll keep it for now. I don't know. What I want to do though is I want to take this platform that's inside the tower and bring it out to here. So that was at 3x3, yeah. Now we've got ourselves too cruel? Question mark. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty consistent. I'm getting an idea. I might bring this back out to here and see what happens. But the only question that I instantly ask is if I do this, does it make this jump have an easier progression? I guess you could probably. Oh, I can't really extend that outwards because it's already looking pretty. I could actually turn it into a wedge platform. I don't think that conflicts too much. Looks fine to me. So then when you get to here, this jump is no longer like viable. So if I were to do another leap of faith type jump, how close are we to this being possible? Very far, it looks like. Oh my god. Very far indeed. Yeah, and then you, oh, that would be an epic save if this is the real thing. The clutch was crazy. Okay, I think we've got too much momentum, so it might be better if I make an extra platform that's not rotated at all to land on. Then we can bring this platform like all the way down to here. We could actually make this line up properly. So this was something that I didn't originally intend for. But Well, first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to align both this, and this platform down here. I'm going to align it all so it's nice and aligned with this. Yeah, so it might seem a little bit weird what I'm doing right now, but it all makes sense in a second. And it'll actually make one of the outside sections. It's actually technically a nerf, what I'm doing right now. I just got an idea on how to fill the space in here. Fellas, we're going back to floor 1 again. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to want to land on a little platform that'll be here somewhere. That is out of reach from down there, just to clarify. Alright, now we'll add a button part. My main intentions are that once you grab the button, you jump back down to here. So, and when I say this is an unintentional nerf, is because if you end up failing this jump, it's also actually an unintentional buff, because now there's a wall. Might just do like a little bit like this, just to make it a little bit more fair, I think. And it kind of looks aesthetically pretty cool. Yep, so you get to here, do this, do that. Alright. Now the thing is that if you fall here on this tightrope jump, you'll actually be able to go back to the tower. So it's an unintentional nerf in that sense, but the main point of this is not that. The main point is so, because this, I've always been worried about how empty the space is down here, but we're having yet another return to floor 1 section. I want a really wacky progression for this tower, and I think so far I'm achieving that decently well. But yeah, you get to here, do this. Oh, and the cool thing is that it syncs up with this tightrope outside anyway. Essentially now, if you fall on this tightrope jump, say you don't make it, like, you know, you go like boom and you don't make it, well, now you can just enter back inside the tower. But you're gonna intentionally be doing that anyway from up here when you grab this button. So when you grab this button, you're gonna have to go all the way back down to here, and then there'll be new gameplay along this floor. An outside section will also open up. The other thing about this button is going to be the thing that activates this platform as well. Alright, now it's time to make the gameplay in here. I'm not even sure what I really want to make. I haven't really thought about it. It all just sort of happened at once, this idea to go back down to the bottom here. Might be a little bit spammy and repetitive, but I think this could look visually pretty. Yep, so you start here, go to here, go, oops. So you start here, go to here, go to here. So these are all increasing by 6, I believe. Yeah, so this one should be 27 plus 6 is 33. Now from 33, I'm going to increase this to 42. From 42, I'm going to increase this to 51. Okay, so that's a bit interesting. So you get to here, then you go to... Yep, do that. Yep, so then you get to here. Now the question is what to do from here. Might honestly just make you go around the whole tower. That could be pretty funny. Okay, so it is possible to skip like that, but I'm not against having skips in my tower, and that is an incredibly risky skip, just to skip like a few jumps. So I think if the player decides they want to take that risk, it's up to them. I'm not against having skips as long as they aren't like ridiculously easy. Like if I have a skip in my tower, I want it to be like, you know, a challenging skip. Like it'll save you time, but it's also like, you know, risky. But anyway, this is what I've added to this part. So now, oops, right, my buttons are activated. Yeah, so now when you go through this part, you see all these platforms around you. It looks a little bit less empty. Yeah, and then you go up through here. Then you do this, and you do that. And then you're on... Yeah, so then if I activate these two platforms... Whew, that is a risky skip. Alright, now what do I add to here? I'm assuming it'll still work even if you fall through it. So yeah, say I get, now I've got no jump boost. Now if I fall here. Oh. Alright, well, if anyone happens to fall back into the tower, I'll just add this in the corner and say jump boost fixer, because I have no idea how else to fix it. Alright, so you walk onto this, just a heads up, you have half jump power. Now, what gameplay do I even make? I could not even tell you. Just gonna try messing around with Archimedes for a bit, see if I can... Nah, actually, I don't like that. So you get to here. Do that. Oh my god. At least you can, if you screw it up, you can land back onto that. Did you do that? Oh. No, it's actually just kind of like impossible. Yep, then you jump onto here. Now what happens if I try and Archimedes all of this? I'm gonna be honest, I've got no idea what I'm doing right now, but I'm loving it. So you jump to here. I just want to test if this is all possible. Also, yeah, you gotta go this way. Jump to here. What the fuck? You got some very interesting gameplay with crossing paths. It's like a exaggerated tightrope walk. I really want to make a dropper at some point, but I'm just debating whether now is actually the right time to do it or not, because it is very early on, and it's just for a random button challenge. So that could be something we do on like floor 5 as like a midway through the tower kind of thing. More Archimedes time. I feel like Archimedes can be very unique with like when we've got all these like tiny little objects. Oh, at some point I accidentally deleted a whole wall, I think. I think my Archimedes section is coming to an end. I don't know how I can really make it any better without... Well, I mean, I'll probably continue it, but with the without the no jump thing, so I can make some more interesting gameplay. Yep, so you stand on this, your jump comes normal again. Oh, I can lead right back to the start. Oh, that's gonna be so cool if I do it. I think what I'll do is for this whole wall, I'll just have one tightrope and then just have jumps around it pretty much. Might not be the most creative thing, but I'm kind of out of ideas, not gonna lie. Not good at only being on floor 3, but I think, yeah, right now I'm just kind of out of ideas for floor 3. I might make it so that there's another tightrope thing directly under it. Is that... Oh, I have not done that since the first episode, I think. Get myself stuck like that. Oopsie daisy. I must admit though, this tower is like definitely coming along, especially now with the stuff on the side. This little outside part as well. It's starting to look pretty cool. Now I'll just have layers going down forever. Alright, let's try that. Oh. So you need to be very careful how you climb. It's kind of unfair, actually. Yeah. I really want to keep this concept and I really like it. I'll probably just... I'll make the layers have like 9 studs between them or something. Alright, so you get to here, you do this, and you do this. Alright, I'll just have a little wee one coming out from the bottom here. Alright, so you get down to here, jump up to here, jump up to there. Now I'd probably make the player jump up to here. What I'll probably do, I want to make this box hollow and make there be gameplay inside. Yep, do that. Do that. Alright, so you jump to here, jump up to here, jump to here. Ah, my head. And then we can do probably some cool little Archimedes thing or something. And then you jump to here, and then jump up to there. Now you're almost back, and now to get back you have to do that. No, At some point, I really want to have my tower have like the letters Greg spelled out somewhere on it. I'd want to do it on the front though, maybe not the back. Because I guess I care more about how the tower looks from the front than the back. Rest in peace. That jump is pretty unfair, not gonna lie, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Probably not a good idea to have such long jumps, yeah, over a void. So you think you can cheese your way back up to the top. Or if you want to do it like this. I've actually gotten so bad at wall hopping. I swear I used to be actually good at it, but yeah, if you want to do that, you can do it, but I feel like we'll probably just have some pretty basic against the wall jumps here. I'm starting to get pretty exhausted. So I think it's time for me to just cap this video off pretty soon. But yeah, this part's a little bit weird to start with, but anyway. You go up to here, you go up to there. Just keep jumping back and forth. Probably need to make these a little bit taller. Okay. So, we're so close, we're almost there. Yeah, that's easy enough. And so is that. Nice, so you can just do 2 really easy jumps. Probably could jump on top of here, but I'm not really sure what it would grant you. There we go. Oh, all this extra design I'm doing is being hidden by that anyway, from the front of the tower. Damn it. Anyway, I can make these platforms just like sink into the ground. Now these two, make them about 75. Clone. Bring it down so it's 25. Bring these down so they're 25. Now if I rotate these both together, will they kaput themselves? Does not look like it. Cool. Okay, cool. Now we got that along the side. God, this tower is starting to look a lot more aesthetically pleasing from the front. Holy crap. Like the sides. Oh, damn it, it teleported me. No. Something else I haven't mentioned yet, but I'm planning on making the 10th floor have a different... I'm thinking of making like a weird sort of tower frame. So instead of the tower frame being like this, I want the 10th floor to either be rotated or slightly decently above the 9th floor. So then you just have this like open little extra parkour area to get to floor 10. Like maybe I might make it branch off to the side or something. I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. But anyway. Then you can jump back in and you've made it back. So I'm just going to very quickly test. I'm going to go down and get a button deactivator and I'm going to test the 2 buttons we've got so far. I'm going to start taking notes on things that I need to improve. Okay, I'm going to introduce a new thing to this series. I'm going to write a to-do list. I'm going to make it at the front of my tower somewhere. And essentially the point of the to-do list will be for me to write down things to remember, for me to add in later episodes. But also, if you guys have any suggestions for how you'd like to see the tower changed, I can write it in the to-do list and stuff if I don't already get around to it. It's something more complicated. So, like right now, I'm taking mental note of the fact that I need to make some of the directions more clear in floor 3. Because it's not entirely obvious where you need to go the whole time. Another thing I'm taking note of is all these platforms that are just floating and hanging in midair. I would like to somehow connect them to the walls. Just so, you know, like it actually looks a bit more aesthetically pleasing. Like, again, there needs to be directions. Like telling you where to go, like for this balloon part, for example. So far, this first black button, I'm pretty happy with, other than the directions being a little bit unclear at times. But I could probably actually add some sort of indication, like an arrow that activates when you hit the black button. Oh, I like how it loops all the way back to the start. I mean, I knew I was doing that, but actually seeing it in action while playing the tower is pretty sick, honestly. I find it kind of funny that we never actually utilized getting back up to this part, which is my intention, I just realized. So what I'll probably just quickly do is I'll quickly make it actually go into the top of the block. The only problem is that most people are probably going to go for that. but when the actual answer is to go for that. I'm not sure what to do about that. Also, I can probably connect this platform to the wall. This part is still really cool. All right, and then I made all these extra obstacles and stuff. Is this part too hard / too punishing? I don't know, I'm going for a soul-crushing tower though, but I don't know. Now it looks like a tiny little face. Yay, there we go. Free cam off, do this, yup. Do this, jump back inside. Now both of these are unlocked, which just leaves us with the last button for next part, which will go all around this wall and probably be the shortest button, because I'll spend half the video doing the button and the other half decorating. So I refuse to do it now because I've been here for 2.5 hours, so holy crap. Anyway, final thing to do. Okay, I'm almost finally free, but here is the to-do list. So I've got nothing ? For floor 1 and 2 because I could probably replay the floors and find stuff to add, but for the moment I can't think of anything. Floor 3, we've got make it more obvious where to go, add arrow that is activated when black button is hit to point where to go, which essentially means that when you hit this button up here, I want to have an arrow pointing to tell you to go back down around here instead of trying to go backwards. Then we've got make bottom of platforms more clean instead of floating in midair. So this is essentially just referencing the fact that we've got these platforms that are just hanging like that in the middle of the air. I'd personally like to find some way to connect them to either the sides or, you know, just so they're not like floating in the middle of the air like that. There's quite a lot of platforms. I'm more okay with these ones, but I'll still probably make it. I won't really make a change to this one, but these ones I might try and connect a bit better. Yeah, and then the final thing is, of course, what we're going to do in the next episode, alongside the rest of this, but the main theme of the next episode is to make the final button trial, rest of the floor, and the decoration. So I'm not doing that today as I've been recording for 2.5 hours. But anyway, for floor 4, we're changing the... for floor 4, we do actually have something already. It's to change the color of these platforms or to line them up better with this side of the floor so I can make these. I still need to keep this concept, this Archimedes concept, and utilize it somehow. Probably have like a great divide kind of thing almost, where one side, where this like wall divides the two halves or something somehow. I still definitely want to keep this, but I just need to change the color to match the floor, which means I need to make it start from a better point, like maybe start close to where the floor actually starts. But yeah, then the only other thing we've got not there yet for everything else except for floor 10, I want to make the floor 10 frame more intimidating. So whether that means you know, lifting it up a bit and having some gameplay right before floor 9, like a calm before the storm that's not really calm, or I could have, you know, maybe this entire frame is rotated. I don't know. I just want to make the floor 10 frame more intimidating. I also put final floor because floor 10 is censored. So yay. Anyway, floor 3 almost done. Ow. So yeah, that is everything for today's episode. Thanks for watching. Peace out.